So have you ever had a bad morning? I mean, like you get out of bed and you just think, oh my gosh, you're not feeling well, or maybe allergies have gotten the best of you. Have you ever had one of those mornings? Well, recently, Enzo and I had an amazing conversation about bad beginnings. And I want to talk about that today on this edition of Mindset Monday. Let's begin. So bad beginnings. You know, this conversation with my son was really interesting because on the way to school, we're talking about just he was having a bad morning. And so for those of you with kids, you know what I'm talking about. You know, they just get out of bed, they're grumpy. And, you know, as we're talking, I was just asking some questions, trying to coach him through it. And it came up that the allergies were really bothering him and he was getting really frustrated. And I said, listen, I get it. I said, listen, mommy loves you, daddy loves you, everybody loves you. You're going to have an amazing day. And I said, listen, I need you to understand something, and it's really important. And I said, this is a mindset thing. I need you to understand that your beginning, this bad beginning, does not need to determine the rest of your day. You see, when you get out of this car, you get to mentally decide, I'm going to change my thinking right here and right now. And everything after this point can become absolutely amazing if you make the choice in your mind. Bad beginnings don't need to determine the rest of your day. And so for those of you watching, like for business owners out there, for people, if you're working for someone, maybe you've had a bad morning at work. Maybe something absolutely terrible has happened. Maybe you messed up. You sent the wrong email. Here's the thing. That doesn't have to determine the entire day. You get to decide. You get to have the opportunity to make the decision. You say, you know what? This is not going to determine the rest of my day. I can, in this moment, choose how I want to respond to the rest of this day. And so I want to challenge you. When you're having that bad morning, when you're having that bad afternoon, the beginning does not need to determine the end. You get to decide. This is Mindset Monday. My name is Tomas Martinez. Be sure to subscribe and make sure that you always remember this mindset piece is that your bad beginning does not need to determine the end. And just to tie off that story, let me tell you what happened when I picked Enzo up. I went to school, picked him up, and as we were walking to the car, he told me that, Dad, he said, we were undefeated today in our mat ball tournament. And I looked at him and I smiled and I said, wow, I said, that's a complete turnaround from this morning, isn't it? And he just got the biggest smile on his face. And for you that are watching this right now, I hope you hear this. Your beginning does not need to determine your end.